Howdy! My evidence, my witness, and my non-binary confessions? It's me! Creed. And I'm joined by the most decisive... It's...
Mecca.
Oh. And today we are going to continue playing our adventures into Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And hopefully finishing off Chapter 4. It could be a little bigger on screen. There we go. Okay. Set live. And then we're there, and... Game starting up. I filled up my water and then I forgot it back there. What was that, Mutt?
I am both ready and not at all ready to voice Von Karma again.
I mean, who is ever ready to voice Von Karma? Here, back 1 second while I grab my water. Water!
Hi, chat, if there is anyone right now. I really like this game, for the most part. Meow.
Someone in this household seems to be under the impression that soaking things is an equivalent to cleaning them. Not that they do it instead, it's that they just do it regardless, mostly. Like, yes, soaking is an important step in a cleaning of a lot of dishware, but not all dishware. Like, if you just used a blender to make a smoothie, which is the example here, you do not need to soak it afterwards. You can just wash it. It is ready to go. If you, like, cooked something and it burned into it, like a cast iron pan, sure, give it a soak. If it's something that's old and kind of stuck to it, sure, give it a soak. But if you just used the thing, and you have enough gall to put it into the sink, you have enough gall to wash it in the sink, I'd hope. So let's get the game shown over to you.
Me.
You. Okay. All pumped and ready to go.
Yeah.
December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, man? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right?
Wait, how old is this guy? We need to check something.
He's the same age as Phoenix, so
So too old.
23.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's a little bit beyond the Romeo-Juliet clause or whatever.
Yeah. Right, Nick? Huh? Me? I heard Skip to beat her too. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edward in there, dude! Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me! Yeah, bow before your hero! Have you seen my my defendant badge, my lawyer badge? Woohoo! I was hot in there! Hot! I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Hey, Shroud. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edges would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me! Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment.
Why is he not responding?
Nick,
Now, from Mako's reaction to this trial, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
why do you trust Mr. Edwards so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial? What is this? Dongus Rumpus? You can laugh.
No, I don't feel like it.
Very well, fine, be a bitch. The class trial. You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh? I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You're out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial?
Wait,
So next,
what are they accusing him of?
stealing $38 of lunch money.
Oh.
So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty! He did it!
It was you.
Yeah, give him the money back! You're such a meanie! No one plays with you! You just admit you did it! Can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, and no more of my razor! You'd be allowed to re-enlist! Or the library committee! You bet my 50 cents I loaned you! And you robbed that bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the
And the
end,
teacher's eating popcorn while watching us.
in the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Well, Mako?
You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence, so am I giving him like the same voice as when he's an adult?
Yeah, sure, he's always been like that.
Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
You're in 3rd grade.
Miles? Like, would I do a... It wasn't you who stole my money. No, I can't. I just... Fuck it. Fuck it. It wasn't
He hit
you
puberty
who
at
stole
the
my
right-
money, was it?
He hit puberty at the right age of 5. No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry.
Why don't you all shut up?
Why don't you all shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself.
Based.
This class trial is over. What a fucked up thing to do. Class trial.
That's how it happened. After that, the 3 of us were the best of friends. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well... I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a
I'm going to become a fent attorney!
federal agent. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. Guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Are we sure these two are not gay?
I feel like it's gotta be more than just that.
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well might be. First, there's the rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who? I guess I can clean up some of his evidence, this evidence I no longer need.
Just throw it in the trash.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see.
Attorney's badge, autopsy report, photo, overhead map, pistol, bullet, pistol, metal detector, parrot, DL6 case file, DL6 report. To the Grossboro law offices! He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. December 27th, Detention Center. Visitors room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Have you seen my badge? Look at this picture of your dead dad. Dick, no! That's a photo of his father! Don't show him that! You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
What is it?
Nothing.
Huh? It was that case that changed my life. Tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence?
But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Always gotta examine the guard.
Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. That's a hell of a name. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. I wonder if memory loss will be a thing in this case. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. Claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
And fashion sense, I guess. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? What you're saying is true. You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Say Dick Gumshoes hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He said something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. See one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Please, think about what you're doing, Jolinda. Don't take my Tommy away from me, no! He's doing image training for a nasty divorce argument. This is the chief of the detectives here. He's on his computer screen.
What? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday?
These are reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage. Okay, Gord Lake. December 27th, Gord Lake Park entrance.
Hey, pal, long time no see.
It
Oh.
is not
Detective Gumshoe. I mean, we saw him like a day ago.
Ghost one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
What? Is your tie like very heavily starched?
Is it made of styrofoam?
I'm sorry about that?
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
Woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay. Martians! Yeah, sent to death by your mentor. Kind of fucked up. Polly Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? So the hot dog stand is closed too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. This is Larry's today off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True, you going big. No clues here. Who's gonna sit on a cold day like today? Unless they were eating a samurai dog. Why would that change the temperature, I wonder? You seem troubled, Nick. No? Who? Me? Trash with no trash. Mike sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and charging at Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. The lake's a liar. December 27th, boat rental shop. The old caretaker got away. Yep. Never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Is that me?
Yes. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere!
Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm?
What's that saying? Jack says, you see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, the hapless moderator, was not only watching the past 20 minutes at 2x speed, but was also muted because he was in the shower. What are you saying?
Today's in my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing! Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow!
Yeah, that is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing out here anyway? Who knows?
Murdering.
He does seem the sort. Saying the doc. Apparently the police took away our humiliation. Nick, the forest! There's someone in there! Right, there's a few policemen in there. Unless you're looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Dinner shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. Caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. December 27th. caretaker's shack.
Bird is still here.
Nobody's home. Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Can't believe he ran off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Fuck. I want it to say things other than just that.
Doesn't look like he used the kitchen much. You're right. Guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? Everything's cold. See, he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Say, Nick, do people usually picture the fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You picture the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say? You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him! Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here?
Claret magazine's melting. It hurts.
Well, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me! Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you.
What?
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right.
Was it 1182?
Polly! What's the number to the safe?
No.
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey! These are locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. There's only one thing in here. This is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Now says this. This is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth.
That seems useful.
Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice.
I wonder what's gonna stop us from using this in court.
This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. It looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean, get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and setup. There's nothing left in the safe. Wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter out with him. Left in a hurry, right? Don't think he even had a chance to, he even came back here after the trial. Okay, that's everything.
go to Grossberg.
Edgeworth, see this letter?
Hmm?
Discount of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then.
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait. That old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Yanni Yogi.
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. This is the third time we've seen this. I think the time has come to tell all.
Well, bye.
Oh, I guess not.
Okay, I'm back.
For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
Sweat. What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe.
We just
Quiet,
had this
I said
interaction.
quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. Yeah, we just saw that. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of Deal 6. I shot my father.
This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know! I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the Deal 6 incident, maybe... There is Nick! There's someone else who knows about Deal 6! Fucking Grossberg! Mr. Grossberg!
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
I usually am! No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see.
I was gifted these nifty gloves that heat up. They're fingerless glove kind of things that are like heater. They have heating in them. So now my hands are warm.
Want them on your fingers?
No, because they allow me the dexterity of having my fingers free. They sort of just wrap around the palms.
Yeah, but the fingers are the coldest part.
Yeah.
So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father?
It's only a dream. Only a dream. Oh no, they're not insulated. They have like their battery. They're like charging powered, and they have a little button thing on it, and it causes them to get warm. I finally have a fingerless glove with electronic components in it. I have a dream. Mako, which president said the I have a dream speech?
That's not a president.
Okay, good. You are smart.
Did you really think I was that dumb?
I watched a YouTube short the other day of somebody who like asked that, and because they genuinely did not know, they couldn't remember which president said that. No president has ever said that because that was a Martin Luther King.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm?
Well?
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. so deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth knew the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth.
Is it pronounced irrevocably?
Irrevocably.
Irrevocably.
This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Have you seen my attorney's badge?
Quite sorry. I have nothing to say concerning that.
This guy's got some titties.
In any case, it's good that the one shooting isn't Miles.
You bet it's good. I can't believe the fiendish plan that went into this murder. Just fell right into his trap. What a creep.
She was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did.
Huh? Sorry about what? I think I'll stay out of this one.
I kind of forgot a little bit.
Because he is what basically, like, ruined her. Because he was the one who, like, gave the information to Wright of the Blue Corporation. And that's how it leaked to the press and everything.
This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased.
I'll click every button but the right one, it seems.
Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh ho! So this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Hell, maybe it was on Karma, I don't fucking know.
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well,
Zeal, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it!
Dun dun dun.
I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yoga to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without a peer. It sounds straight, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, bsky.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court.
You know, if a person has a perfect record, you think that would be suspicious.
To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see. The spirit medium.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Mischief.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Wait, what was that?
That was what the spirit medium Misty Faye said when asked to contact Gregory Edgeworth.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
Fair enough.
Or maybe she's full of shit, I don't know.
Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
Is this really the most likely explanation?
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you.
Mako, we know spirits exist. Nah, it's all hallucination.
But a possibility nonetheless.
Like, we can't rule it out as a possibility. It's a stupid possibility, but it is a possibility.
Whenever Maya turns into Mia, it's just Phoenix Wright hallucinating her as a trauma response to her death.
Yeah, but other characters acknowledge that she looks kind of different.
No, those are false memories. That never happened.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then she would know the truth.
Mac would be like, well, if we cannot prove Phoenix Wright has not been in a coma this entire time, is imagining all of this in a dream state.
You would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. You press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Gregor versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma.
Von Karma be like, you motherfucker, I'm gonna force you to watch your son go to jail from purgatory just for this. You ruined my perfect report card.
Do you not think Von Karma is extra enough to not do that? Have you seen him?
Several months after that,
You see.
Vacation?
yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Just an utterly joyless individual who only exists to do evil.
By the way, is the pun that his name just that he's fat? No, it's that he's kind of gross. Whenever he enters, he always has like a very like violent clearing of the throat and whatnot. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
I've never been in Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, man. We should go to Europe!
Fucking sure, okay. Where's the money?
Where's the
any
money,
case-
Lebowski?
That was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. He wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What are we doing it, Nick? Well, Karma's gonna bring up the DL6. You could bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
British Macca could be a reality. What? How?
Mr. Edgeworth admits to it himself. His father still lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care! I know he's not guilty!
Mr. Wright? If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. December 27th. Police Department. Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. It's like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
I
Oh
didn't
no, I
want
can't
this
just
to happen, but like I just had a fucking mental image of Gumshoe just like penetrating pavement.
Want to talk about it?
No, I mean we already did.
Okay. Well, I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway.
Luna also had that image.
You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room? Hey, Nick, let's hurry! That's one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. So, what are your hobbies? Well, I like to do skate outs now and then. You must be doing image training for a first date. December 27th. Police Department Records Room.
Alright, am I gonna have to...
Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma.
It's not here, okay.
Here are the files that have collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. There's a case here. Okay, we've already said that dialogue. I assume this is also the same. It's locked. But this drawer is open! Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says Unsolved Cases, Evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty! What?
Yeah, I had a feeling.
What are you doing in here?
Eek! Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Mount Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I'm trying to find... I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Have you seen my attorney's badge?
Fool. You think I, as a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah.
Creep. Have you seen this bird? I assume he'll say that for most things. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma? You had an axiogram with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why'd you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Tomorrow's trial.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney that's lasted this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
You're right. Someone Karma's gonna bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? You seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Skip the bird.
I already did the bird.
Oh.
You seen this? Have you seen this note of your handwriting saying that you're good, that you wrote the plan for this murder thing? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at that! Phoenix, why would you do this? This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yogi Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick! What is that thing? A stun gun? For self-defense, usually.
Just like run away, you fucking dipshit. There's cops everywhere. Just yell.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No! No!
Oh, what are you?
Ah! Maya!
Out of my way!
Yeah, I knew something was gonna happen to that evidence.
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! She okay? Maya!
We need to find another relative now to channel Maya's spirit so that Maya can channel Mia's spirit.
Maya, open your eyes! Maya! The letter! Did he take it? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer or a medium. Can't even call my sister.
I can't even beat up a man twice my size. I'm fucking pathetic.
Not even now, when we needed her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There's be somebody can help her. Gotta do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 Incident Evidence Number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. When Karma was holding this and Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears
Prediction.
ballistic markings.
Yeah, I was gonna say prediction. Ballistic markings are gonna match the other pistol, and it's gonna prove that actually it was all related.
I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Tobus continuous! Checks it. I like to imagine the Phoenix refused to leave because Maya was in danger. That's reasonable. Maya clutch yet again. Are you ready for day 3, Mako? Are you hype? Are you hype? Are you hype? Are you hype? Jen says, alright, now it's time for the funniest trial in all of Ace Attorney. Look, I haven't seen the other ones yet, but I do remember this one is like my favorite. It's December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off by running with a sun yesterday.
She has gained electrical superpowers.
She has become static shock. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
You can charge your phone on this girl.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Just put your phone on her head. Edward's looking glum as always. Sometimes I wait on an ellipsis because I expect you to say something because it's your character, and then I realize, oh, there's no actual lines.
Yeah, what do you want?
I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go inside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
What?
Gumshoe voice.
Ooh yeah, pal.
Who's gotten into that girl?
Take the gumshoe! 600,000 volts!
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning.
How'd it go, detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Fair enough! Nobody says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it.
I really like that moment of just, I told him to burn that letter, where he just admits it right in front of you, because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is ready.
That's the first time he said something.
Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be odd and sounds by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
I hate this fucking guy.
Why do you hate him?
I don't like every face he does.
Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving like yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for policy. I've got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I know one of the motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony as this stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I call you did running away and not just leaving. You were Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Food? Well, Paula's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. You only have them in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that little codger's head? It's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do! You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both these statements are lies.
Order! Order!
A large Coke with ice cream.
Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying... Are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Agragi Yogi.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he does have a clear motive.
Just... Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However...
This man is D.B. Cooper!
How do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof.
Bailiff, bring out the Millennium Puzzle.
And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense. Just...
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
Dun, dun. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess he will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Just. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way!
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I mean, there's a guy that we could...
Who?
Edge.
Edgeworth can't prove that this is Yanni Yogi. He
Wouldn't
does.
he recognize him?
No, he didn't recognize him before, and
Oh. But if are we gonna actually do the ghost route? There's no way.
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Just. Well, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No,
Oh, yeah.
you're not going to!
I was hoping we'd bring
Your
this
Honor!
to court.
The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up. On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Amazing.
I fucking love this game.
Order!
Parrot!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do it as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Do we want to... Yeah. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Bird.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name.
Oh no. Oh wait, I just. Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. This is gonna hurt.
Name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Witness test me. Who is your owner?
Hello, squawk.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, man? Cross-examine the parrot. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere! I want you to testify! Maya, you talk to her! Right, what do I say?
I guess, have we forgotten something?
Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago... Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk.
Don't forget their sex, squawk.
Thank you. If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello, squawk.
Mako, I know this is very painful on your throat, isn't it?
I can handle it a little.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot!
Hello, squawk.
I can't. What's happening to my throat? I need to drink water. I read the line.
I know, 1 second. There you go. Reward for reading the bird lines.
Reward. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Just something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak! You must speak to me!
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrots.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Hello, Squawk.
What's your name?
Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name?
Polly, Squawk.
Mr. Wright. I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
I don't know.
It's up to you.
We'll just go for it. You usually just go for it.
Yes, it does!
Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Okay, we got attorney badge, Robert's autopsy report, the lake photo, Misty face photo, an overhead map, the pistol bullet, a pistol, metal detector, the parrot, the DL6 case file, DL6 incident photo, bullet. Did we ever actually check this?
I guess you can check that.
Oh, okay. I'll read this out to you. Case summary. Date 12/28/2001. Location elevator, district courthouse. Air and elevator was auction depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. The victim data. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, defense attorney, trapped in the elevator returning from a lost trial with his son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff, trapped in elevator with Edgeworth. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we never read that, so... Now let's go to the safe 1228.
I can read your line.
Oh my god, I responded to chat.
Oh, sorry, I ignore them.
The DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. It's number 3. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Hold on, Maka, what page is the thing on?
Suspect data, presumably?
Maka, what page is the thing on? What page is the thing on?
You already asked me and I already answered.
Okay. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old!
What the fuck, Von Karma?
Indeed.
That was a stupid argument. I'm here for it, though.
It is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Von Karma fucks check. We're gonna find that. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. Just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but where?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
I guess safe number.
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? I just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
Well, yeah, obviously it does.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to his safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Well, Muck?
I accidentally read the chat message that said it's the birth date or something like that. Case summary.
I tried deleting that message so quickly, but I couldn't get it in time. Chat, like, okay, here's a pro tip. I'm all for, like, people theorizing and that kind of stuff, but for us, the actual people playing, it is impossible for us to really tell the difference between, like, a guess and an answer. So, like, if you have the answer to something and you're confident on that, shut up. Just keep it to yourself. I don't care if you're, like, a step removed. What you're doing is spoiling things. Please don't do that. You're allowed to theorize early on. You're allowed to be like, oh, I think this person's the killer. Maybe this is the way it goes. But if you know for a fact that you've, like, figured something out, keep it to yourself. Or at least be more vague than you just were. Like, you can mention, like, the safe combination, but don't be like, hey, what's the date and time of the... It's like, shut the fuck up. I appreciate all my chat members.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
The case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ugh.
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Objection. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
My dude, don't just say your PIN number out loud.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting. For 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order, order.
Ice.
Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. Thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Shaq's pin number is 3.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma. Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
We did it!
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Confetti!
Fucking confetti is so funny.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. Well, what do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's gonna say he's guilty! He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the GL6 incident! He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad! Uh-oh, what do we do?
Raise an objection.
The judgment has already been passed! I object to Edgeworth's outburst!
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Miles.
You okay over there?
The fact that the fact that you continued on even after I fucked the line up that badly.
I mean, it was close enough.
For 15 years.
I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yami-Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me.
1 second. Czech is actively trying to show me their PIN number. That's not a real PIN number. You lied to me.
Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order!
Alfredo chicken.
This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah!
It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Right here, right now. Don't need to schedule or nothing. Fuck it.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. Getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Is it obvious? I'm gonna prove Miles Edgeworth is innocent!
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it.
My defendant is an idiot!
He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. I think you're an idiot.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the 06 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Well, Mr. I was Would the witness state his name and profession? I'm trying.
Are you okay? Did you like bonk your head or something?
No. When you inflate my tits, my brain gets smaller.
I see. Listen, since when do you stream on Saturdays? Since the start of the year. I've been trying to make it a more regular thing. I realized that I have so many things I need to stream that I needed another day. And so, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is like an iffy one. Like, sometimes I'll be doing another thing, so maybe there won't be one on Saturday. Saturday's like the flex spot. But I will try to stream on Saturday if I'm able to do so.
Sunday is my day.
Yeah, Sunday's Mako's day. Mako is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Also, if I streamed on Sunday, then Mako and me wouldn't be able to watch the Vinesauce Sunday stream stream. Sunday.
Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When I was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get her to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yoki lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Moments later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
Oh, it's okay, Liz. Sometimes people get days mixed up. Weekends are nonsense anyways. Nobody knows about them.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, when did this happen? When did you do this? When did you have time to do this?
I'm quite different. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only two things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Use the brain cells, please.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case.
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when I should point out that problem in Von Karma's evidence.
I don't need to use my keyboard, I just need to sit here and speak. Jam.
So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then as time passed and no one came to help,
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. The keyboard pattern in your sweater. Oh yeah, you've just been like adding keys to my sweater, like instead of stretching it out. Also, wow, that's like a lot of keys you drew.
Yeah. What was it?
A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. Safety must have come off and it fell from his holster.
Quick, Liz, what is the standard pistol of a court bailiff? What was that, Muck?
This is definitely feeling like it was Yanni Yogi who did it on purpose.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous.
And also for the record, I didn't extend the keys because I thought it looked worse like that, and so I just thought it would make more sense if it was just, you know, had more keys on it.
This
Sure.
piano goes very deep and very high.
Yeah, like you. The standard sidearm of a court bailiff is definitely not a .22 LR target pistol Lamau. Fair.
I can go very deep and I am very high, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
Wasn't something say that the 2 gunshot?
Oh, did something, Mako?
Yeah.
To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of the testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. Don't know what it means. Better find out quick.
A Nambu Model 60, Mambo number 5.
Combo number 5. So you say single gunshot?
Yeah. Is it on the Deal 6 incident, or... Murder weapon was fired twice, yeah, page 2, victim data.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
Really? Okay.
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Victim data.
The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Avery, you should draw Miss Peep with huge tits to like complete all the 4 of us since you've drawn the other 3 now.
Yeah, no problem.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident.
Officials are supposed to actually keep a record of every bullet they fire and what they were doing when that bullet got fired. And not just for like tracking, but also for like costs. If you just took your gun, if you're a cop and you take your gun and start firing it blindly out in the woods, like, yeah, you're not actually putting anyone in immediate danger, but at the same time, you're wasting resources of your department, and so that needs to be tracked.
There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with the incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright.
Also, Liz, you missed the best part where we put a parrot on the stand.
The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to think about that.
Oh, my bad. As you stated earlier, it's almost always yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Yeah, Liz, just to give you context about the parrot thing. A guy was like pretending that he had lost his memory and could not identify himself. And so to prove that he was who we thought he was, we call his parrot onto the stand and use the information the parrot was able to state to prove retroactively that it was him. By proving that the name of the parrot was named after his dead fiancé, and that the code to his safe was the date of the incident he was involved in. It is absurd and fantastic.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Attorney's badge, Robert.
What does the bullet in the baggie say again?
David Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic markings.
What about the photo next to it?
Photograph of the scene of the murder.
Look at it. I mean, I don't know how that bullet hole could exist if only one shot happened and it hit his heart. So that would be the photo.
You want to present the photo?
Yeah.
Look at this photograph! Never made me laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Judge, use your fucking
Your
brain,
Honor,
please.
please get a clue.
Please get a clue.
Good call, Mac. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor! Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Order!
Chicken Parmesan.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, must be the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
Bro.
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary. It's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The second bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order!
A Wigan Slappy.
We getting a slappy?
A Wigan Slappy. It's a meat pie inside of a roll, so that the bread absorbs the juices, so that the don't leak out when you're eating the pie.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Just. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? Looks like I was wrong. Nick? The second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. You said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent! I'm sorry. I just saw the photograph. I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case had stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just that my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. Can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Objection.
Your Honor! I object!
Just. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Ugh. Nick? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. Ah!
It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet? But why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Yeah, to make the whole framing thing go, I guess.
So, you're saying the murderer had to find it?
Yeah.
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Ugh, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is...
Because the bullet would be... Aren't both of these true?
Or maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
Special what? If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Ugh, this isn't going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
You want to go down the route again and do the other option?
Probably.
Of course there's need, that's why they took it. Murderer was cautious. Oh, well, murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet for... Yeah. Well, I guess they didn't need a bullet.
They didn't need to. Why the murderer spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? Murder? What does that mean?
That's what we just tried. You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing.
I never realized how much of this game was just Phoenix, like, barely bullshitting his way through all of this.
Yeah, it's great. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet.
had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Have you figured it out yet, Mako?
I mean, like, my first thought is what if the murderer got shot?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
Yeah, I'm also just bullshitting here just along with him.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have had to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
I was just fucking throwing shit. What
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes.
His tits had an integer overflow on his brain. Is this Phoenix?
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Don't think that's how that works, Jaden.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Yo, this is 15 years ago. You are asking for a lot, even if we do have it.
Should I come out and say it now?
I mean, we need to throw out possibilities to, like, you know, make it doubtful that Miles did it, so yeah.
Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?
Just a smirk.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why'd you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Ugh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Are they gonna prove it because, like, they take an x-ray of his shoulder?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Show evidence.
Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Back up.
And, that bullet in the baggie, I'm assuming, I mean, that hasn't come up yet. Like, what does that say again?
Bullet in the baggie says, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings.
Oh, that's the one from Edgeworth's heart.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mako?
Does it have anything to do with the ballistic markings?
No, not at this point.
Let me
We
see.
need to
You're
prove a
hovering
bullet-
over this file, so maybe let me read it.
Oh, I can show you.
Next. Next. No.
I wasn't really hovering, I was just kind of sitting there. So yeah, we got the attorney's badge, Robert autopsy report, lake photo, Misty face photo, overhead map, pistol bullet, pistol, metal detector, parrot, DL6 case file, DL6 incident photo, and DL6 bullet. Think about what we're trying to do. What is the exact thing we're trying to prove here?
What does the pistol say?
The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
How many bangs were... Wait, how many shots were fired on the night of the 24th, 5th?
That was 3. The one that was Larry heard, which was the one that killed Robert Hammond, and the 2 that were done on the lake to make the falsification.
Okay. It's not the photo on the boat, is it?
It's not the photo on the boat.
Cause like, yeah,
Maka, what are we trying to prove? What is the question here?
that Von Karma was shot.
Okay, and what is the situation? What are we trying to prove via this? Like, how do we prove that he is shot? Because they said, like, he's like, where's the doctor? And, obviously we can't find this doctor.
Metal detector.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector!
I just had on me. There's just like a pile of garbage and evidence just like just sitting behind Phoenix at all times.
Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Oh, we finally get a sprite of him freaking out.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Order! Order!
One cookie. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitation runs out to this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
I knew it was gonna be that one annoying ass horrible beep sound.
It reacted. Something is inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma?
You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen.
Also, the entire time you can see he keeps grabbing, like, at this, like, sleeve of his arm. Because that's where the bullet is.
I mean, it
detail.
was shown to be on his right arm in the picture, the hypothetical picture.
That's what you think. Yeah, the hypothetical picture that's not real.
Didn't they say his shoulder? Did they say his shoulder or his
Yeah,
arm?
the shoulder.
That's not his shoulder, that's his bicep that he's grabbing.
I will de-size your tits if you keep this up.
No.
And so I remain silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident.
Back in Nam.
I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Well,
Oh, do we now? It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
I'm assuming it's the bullet in the bag.
That's... a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. Came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings on the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Except the bullet inside of his body would have worn down a little bit over time. Just to let you know that. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun.
Yeah, I
The
had
very
this
same
thought, but
pistol-
it's like, I don't think you can force someone to undergo surgery.
If it's to prove whether or not a murder happened, a person's like guilty of a murder, you can requisition some crazy shit.
Not in America. I don't think you'd be able to do that in America.
I mean, the further issue here is like, if he refuses to do that, it just makes him suspicious. Like, why? Then why would you go out of your way to not get a,
Oh
a
yeah,
bullet
it's
removed
really
of your body?
suspicious to like not to get fucking surgery that the state is trying to mandate. What?
It's really suspicious to not get surgery to remove a bullet and not be able to explain why you have a bullet in your shoulder.
I feel like you could like surgery is dangerous, Avery.
Surgery on like an organ is dangerous. Surgery to remove a bullet in your arm is a lot less dangerous.
Maybe, I don't know. Still, like, you know, bodily autonomy is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, not in a murder trial. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic marks to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. It sounded exactly like that. Wait. I know! We already read this like twice, didn't we?
I said quiet.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago.
Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me!
So, it was you. Why does that go so fast?
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death!
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Is this a guy we know?
No, but you can go ahead.
Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth!
It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. Lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened.
If the lights aren't working, what makes you think the elevator would be working?
Then, there was a noise.
I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder.
Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Just. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge?
What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Send my body to the judge clones. Double confetti day! It's not often you get declared innocent twice in one day.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Well, Kermit looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! Gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself.
Someone is gonna kill ourselves.
Now,
Like,
it's all just...
before he goes to jail.
Now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Why the fuck is my finger bleeding?
Stop
Right.
that. Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, thank you.
I see. Thank you, right?
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You have a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Who's got you there?
Whoop! Amazing, pal. You both do just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me.
Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month.
But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. Oh, I didn't... Sorry, I zoned out for a second. It was like, oh yeah, text. Let me go back. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. That's what it said.
Hey, y'all!
Lotta!
Y'all look great in there.
Thank you!
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick! My life's over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce! She's going to live in Paris! Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy! There you are!
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy! Here's a little gift for me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you came along tonight too. You come along tonight. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks! Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right? Oh
Huh?
my god.
What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
It was him.
38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No! Larry, it was you?!
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Who the fuck goes to school because they're bored? What?
I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually a butt.
I know!
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth.
Hmm?
You should have told me! How now, Nick? It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it! Where does that leave me? I'm giving defense ready because of what you two did!
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah! And you get worked up too easily, too! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known how to become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go!
And after that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Well, that's a shame.
December
They, like, waited for him
29th,
to get out.
5:02 a.m. Brian Co. Law Offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Hmm? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
I also think we'll probably be fine without. Hold it.
Wait! What? You never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your sister's help. You can't go.
You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Am I some evidence to cheer her up?
Attorney's badge.
It's not the fucking attorney's badge.
Bird? Bird only listened to her.
Well, anyone could have got it, right? She got the bullet from Von Karma.
Oh, right, yeah.
Bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the only one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya.
Kisa Kurosagi, I've just been assuming these have been photographs for the most part, but the metal detector he did just have on him.
Thanks, Nick.
Like, that was police property, we just never returned it.
And so my
Sorry,
story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters.
Huh. Don't think you graduated yet, Aperture. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, got a bad feeling about this. We did it!
Wait, I thought you said there were like 6.
We did it, Mako!
Wasn't that like the 4th one?
Yeah, that was 4. Look, it's been late forever.
Okay, this seemed like
Read your
the
line!
end of it. Hey, pal, Mr. Edward came down to the precinct to wish you a Merry Christmas and something to talk about Pleasant Surprise.
Whoop! The detective gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back. Then he hung himself and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Yeah, it's like that felt very climactic with the Von Karma and everything.
Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who? Me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. Not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah.
But like, I was expecting it to keep going just because you told me it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, don't worry. We just keep an eye up to keep ready for your lines in case they come up.
Yeah.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
What is our relation to that man other than he was in the first case?
He was in the first case.
Oh, there's a bonus episode.
Don't read the fucking chat! Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should have known. Taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Oh, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon.
How many times has he said that?
I know it wasn't a spoiler, Liz, but it's like, we're gonna figure that out in approximately 2 minutes, so you could just let it ride. It's fine. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Tell you the Joaquin. If I was on a TV set to watch the noise, not that even a DVD with these 3 words, everything this day is supposed to be given for son anyway. You don't have to apologize, Liz. It's perfectly fine.
That's fishy.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says you can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Mountain, probably.
Fucking Japan, always assuming that standing in the cold makes you sick.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
How do they get the man in the suit?
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, mate? I've been training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
There's everybody. Victory.
Wait, is that ghost actually in the picture?
Yes! As Lockhart says, there's a ghost in the picture.
Did she say there was a ghost behind me, or did she just...
Episode 5!
Maya has a mouse with burger.
Hang on.
Thanks for the donation of $10 saying Maya as a mouse with burger. Unfortunately, you did not do the buying thing one, so I don't need to do shit.
Okay, Lotta said behind them there's a ghost. That Mia is clearly in front of them there. So that must not be a canonical photograph. The ghost's not real in that picture. The ghost isn't real in general.
Okay, well, that was a 3-hour stream where we finished off Chapter 4, and I think that's probably where we're going to have to end it for today. I know everybody is obviously pretty hyped to do Episode 5, but unfortunately, gotta wait on that. We should be continuing it ideally Wednesday, because Monday I'm going to try to continue doing another episode of Disco Elysium, because of course we've got to keep chugging through that.
Why did my tits get this big?
I don't know. Have you considered a diet? Anyways, today's most loved viewer is going to Kisaka Rasagi. Why not? There we go. I don't recognize your name, so there you get the most loved of today. What if you stream only 10? I'm not streaming Disco Elysium now. It's 10:30 p.m. I got other things to do. Creed, how do I do the drawing thing? You donate $6.66.
Since they didn't know, I think you should just do it for them.
No. If I let it slide for Lunacon, I'll have to let it slide for everyone.
They gave you more money.
Fine! Mako convinced me. Let me close off the game real quick. Game capture.
Why does it say silly 2? Why am I 2?
Because you're silly too. Thought it was 10. Okay, so let's put that over there, and then I need to get this thing up, and then drawing.
I didn't actually see what the drawing request was. Oh wait, it was something about a mouse.
Maya as a mouse with burger. Okay, I gotta look up fucking Maya Fey. Okay. We gotta go to purple. Little thing there, and then her hair kind of goes like around there, and then goes down to like these little balls. My phone keeps falling asleep. Okay, and then the hair goes up and around. And it ends in like a little squancho like that. Because there's also like there's like a lump. That I see, there's a lump. That's what's going on.
I like the face. I'm gonna get myself a bagel. I will be back.
Okay. And the necklace is the Nagatama. And then you gotta get the little band thing kind of goes there, and then that. And a little tail. And then one of those. Some of that. A little bit of that. And then one of those, and there. Are you happy about Maya Fey with Borger? Is this what you wanted? Is this what society has devolved to? Maya is pleased with her haul. Phoenix Wright, but everything's the same except Maya Fey is a mouse. They can just stand on the little bench. Anyways, that'll be all for today's stream. Thank you all for coming this evening. Next stream is on Monday for Disco Elysium, then Wednesday for hopefully more Phoenix Wright, and then obviously Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, I'll talk to you all next time. Good